In today's show, Bitcoin price crashes to $20,800 as deadly candles liquidate $1.2 billion. Quoting crypto analyst Crypto Capo, so new target for Bitcoin between $18,000 and $20,000. And quoting Rec Capital, Bitcoin has reached the 200-week moving average and wick negative 7% below it. This is nothing out of the ordinary. Historically, Bitcoin tends to wick negative 14% to negative 28% below the moving average, a negative 14% wick. This time would see a $19,000 Bitcoin and a negative 28% wick, and Bitcoin could reach $15,500 before reversing to the upside. And Plan B updated us this morning. On days like this, I switch off the monitors and go for a run. Yes, I hodled from 69 to 22,000, did not sell a sat because I thought Bitcoin would go to $100,000, but no reason to stare at the screens all day. Best to switch off and do something you like and come back in a week or so. Sage advice. Also in today's show, is this capitulation? Veteran trader Tone Vays calls for a Bitcoin bottom and predicts when. Quoting him here from a recent live stream, we're not there yet, we're almost there. This is a horrendous hour. The other problem is that on the daily scale, this is telling you it's not over. The volume is telling you it's not over. This volume would need to be significantly higher than this volume in order for us to admit that this is capitulation. Also in today's show, the trader who accurately called the Bitcoin plunge below 23,000 updates his crypto forecast, quoting Crypto Capo here, Bitcoin to $21,000. I hope you didn't fall into the trap again, almost fully retraced. You were warned. Also in today's show, breaking news, 42% of hedge funds expect the Bitcoin price to be between $75,000 and $100,000 by the end of this year. That's right, major financial services firm PwC has conducted a study and found that the majority of crypto fund managers surveyed believe that the Bitcoin price would be between $75,000 and $100,000 before the end of this year. Also in today's show, trader who nailed the epic Bitcoin 2018 collapse says the extreme Bitcoin correction is looming and shares his target, quoting Peter Brandt here. Unless Bitcoin can close above the May 31st high, this chart could become a textbook example of the famed Drano chart pattern. Also in today's show, we'll be taking a look at the overall crypto market and discussing where the Bitcoin price is likely to go next. Find out all this, plus so much more, in today's show. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I drop a brand new episode every single day. The goal is to get to 100,000 subs. If you like getting that crypto, be sure to smash that subscribe button and ring that bell to turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. And today's episode is brought to you by BlockFi, the #1 leading provider of financial products and services for crypto investors and the #1 platform to buy, sell, and earn crypto. Their flagship products consist of this BlockFi Bitcoin Rewards Visa credit card, where you earn 3.5% Bitcoin back on all your purchases within your first 90 days. They have literally paid out over $15 million in crypto rewards to cryptopreneurs like yourself. Also, another flagship product of theirs is their BlockFi loan, where you can borrow money at rates as low as a 4.5% APR. That's right, you don't have to sell your crypto to get your hands on some cash, because at BlockFi you can borrow funds against your crypto assets while you continue to hodl. And to take advantage of this, click my referral link in the description right down below and claim your bonus today of up to $250. And let's start stacking those sats, shall we? All right, welcome back to another episode of Crypto News Alerts. I'm your host, JV. How's it going, crypto fam? Mass capitulation in the crypto market. It has been a crazy past 48 hours, to say the least. Bitcoin came within $1,000 of its previous cycle all-time highs on June 14th as liquidations mounted across the crypto markets, which you can see here in the Bitcoin 1-hour candle chart. Now, data from Cointelegraph Markets Pro and TradingView showed Bitcoin hitting 18-month lows of $20,800, its lowest level since the week of December 14th, 2020. Now, a sell-off that began before the weekend intensified after the June 13th Wall Street opening bell, with Bitcoin and altcoins falling into step with the United States equities. The S&P 500 finished the day down 3.9%, while the Nasdaq shed 4.7% ahead of key comments from U.S. Federal Reserve on its anti-inflation policy. And the worst of it all came to crypto, with Bitcoin losing 22.4% from the start of the week at the time of this recording. Now, Bitcoin/USD was also uncomfortably close to crossing the $20,000 mark. Trading firm QCP Capital noted this representing the all-time high from its previous halving cycle, something which has never happened before in Bitcoin history. And in a circular to Telegram channel subscribers, QCP flagged both inflation topic and potentially insolvency as fintech protocol Celsius as driving the sell-off. Quoting them here, we have been expressing concern about the collapse of a significant credit player since the Luna blowup. The market is now panicking about the impact and contagion if Celsius becomes insolvent, it explained and shared shared the following. Some key liquidation levels that the market is looking out for is $1,150 ETH and $20,000 Bitcoin. We are getting uncomfortably close, and for other analysts, all bets were off when it came to guessing the Bitcoin price floor or whether key trend lines would hold as support. As crypto analyst, me Calvin Day Pop shares here. Deadly red candle, deadly green candle. Meanwhile, Rat Capital warned that the 200-week simple moving average at 22,400 has not been accompanied by significant volume interest, leaving the door open for a test of lower lows. As he shares here, Bitcoin has reached the 200-week moving average and wicked negative 7% below it. This is nothing out of the ordinary. Historically, Bitcoin tends to wick negative 14% to negative 28% below the moving average. A negative 14% wick this time would see a $19,000 Bitcoin, and a negative 28% wick, and Bitcoin can reach 15,500 before reversing to the upside. And he also shares here, Bitcoin has reached the 200-week moving average, but the volume influx isn't as strong as in the previous bear market bottoms formed at the 200-week moving average. But downside wicking below the 200-week moving average occurs, and perhaps this wicking needs to occur this time to inspire a strong influx of volume. Now let's discuss the altcoins, which have been absolutely getting wrecked. Ether fell 40% below its previous week's high to near the $1,100 mark. Good Lord. Now should that break, it would be the first time that ETH/USD had traded at three-digit prices since January of 2021. And as Cointelegraph reported, the pair had already crossed its $1,530 peak from Bitcoin's previous halving cycle. Now across the altcoin market, there is little cause for celebration in this downtrend. Rat Capital argued, highlighting flagging alt presence versus Bitcoin. As he shares here, indeed, the green high time frame support was lost in May, has since turned into new resistance. Altcoin index has fallen negative 50% since. The index has since reached a new monthly level, which may be showing weakness already. Strongest support is at the green down below, which you can see here in the screen. Now, in a sign of pain affecting all crypto traders, meanwhile, data from on-chain monitoring resource CoinGlass confirmed cross-market liquidations passing $1.2 billion in the past 24 hours. Like, whoa. And quoting Crypto Capo, so new target for Bitcoin is between $18,000 and $20,000. And quoting Plan B, creator of the Bitcoin stock to flow model, on days like this, I switch off the monitors and go for a run. Yes, I hodled from 69 to 22,000, did not sell a sat because I thought Bitcoin would go to $100,000, but no reason to stare at the screen all day. Best to switch off and do something you like and come back in a week or so. And before I break down next story of the day, is this capitulation? Veteran trader Tone Bays calls for Bitcoin price bottom and shares when. But first, let's take a quick look at the overall crypto market. As you can see, Bitcoin down 6.7% for the day, trading just above $22,100. We have Ether down 2.2%, hovering at around that $1,200 mark, while Binance Coin, Cardano, Solana, and Polkadot are finally back in the green. But all right, now let's break down our next story of the day. A seasoned Bitcoin trader says capitulation is right around the corner for the largest crypto asset by market cap. Let's go. In a recent live stream, Tonebase said there isn't enough volume on the Bitcoin markets to say we're in capitulation yet. Quoting him here, we're not there yet. We're almost there. This is a horrendous hour. The other problem is that on the daily scale, this is telling you it's not over. The volume is telling you it's not over. The volume would need to be significantly higher than this volume in order for us to admit this is capitulation. Vase then looks at Bitcoin's momentum reversal indicator, known as the MRI, an advanced technical analysis metric predicting trend life cycles based on an asset's momentum. The trader says that Bitcoin's MRI indicates a few more days of downside before market reversal can take place. And according to the veteran trader, Bitcoin likely won't dip below $19,000. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the crypto analyst. Quoting him here, this candle here has signs of a reversal. According to the MRI, we still have 4 or 5 more days of downside here. Can we go all the way down to $17,180? Yes, in fact, if we do go all the way down to $19,000, we'll pull back perfectly to the prior swing high. And after that, if we go lower, the next level could be all the way down to $14,000. I personally do not think we're going to go that low. I personally think that $19,000 is as low as we'll get. I've said that. 21 to 22,000, start selling kidneys and get into Bitcoin. And to watch this entire video by Tone Bays entitled Is Bitcoin Capitulation Finally Here? Check the show notes below the video in the description. And before I break down next story of the day, trader who accurately called Bitcoin's plunge below 23,000 updates his crypto forecast. But first, let's take a quick look at the overall crypto market cap, sitting just above $900 billion. That's right, we're now below that critical $1 trillion milestone with $140 billion in volume in the past 24 hours. The current Bitcoin dominance on the decline at 45% and the ETH dominance at 15.7%. 0.3%. And checking out the top 100 cryptocurrency gainers in the past 24 hours, Helium is up 22.5%, trading at $9.53, followed by IOTX up 17%, trading at 2.7 cents, followed by Theta up 16.5%, trading at $1.15. And checking out the top 100 cryptocurrency gainers for the past week, virtually nothing in the green because every major crypto in the top 100 is correcting and in the red. Crazy to say the least. And checking out the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, we are now at an 8 out of 100 in extreme fear, which is the lowest this has been in a very long time. Yesterday an 11, last week a 15, and last month a 10 in extreme fear. And if you're not familiar with the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, extreme fear can be a sign investors are too worried, like we're witnessing right now. BTFD, buy that freaking dip because this is a great buying opportunity. And when investors are getting too greedy, that means the market is due for a correction. But all right, now let's break down our next story of the day. A popular crypto trader who has long predicted the King Crypto to nosedive below 23,000 is updating his forecast now that his initial target has been hit. The synonymous analyst who goes by the name Crypto Capo is confident that Bitcoin will at some point plunge to the bottom of his target range, which is at $21,000, as he shares here. Important, now that the market is moving more aggressively, is when emotions start to show strongly. Therefore, stick to the main targets. Even if you see a wick below, they should hold on a time frame close. Don't let panic influence your decisions. Avoid reading news. And he goes on to share here, Bitcoin to $21,000. And lo and behold, we hit about 21,800 as the current low. And over the weekend, Capo warned that Bitcoin's brief rally from 27,500 to 28,228 would trap traders who were overly bullish on the King Crypto. As he shares here, I hope you didn't fall into that trap again. Almost fully retraced. You were warned. And Capo says he's looking for the altcoin market as a whole to continue suffering a larger percentage breakdown than Bitcoin. He has routinely updated his altcoin targets amid Monday's market meltdown and appears to be getting close to his overall downside range, as he shares here on Crypto Twitter, 25 to 35% for altcoins and 13 to 17% for Bitcoin. It could happen today. And notice he shared this at 5:18 a.m. yesterday on June 13th. And lo and behold, check this out. Bitcoin did correct approximately 17%, while altcoins such as Ethereum down about 21% after hitting a 24-hour low of $1,182. And before I break down final stories of the day, majority of crypto fund managers surveyed predict the Bitcoin price to reach $100,000 by the end of the year, as well as the trader who nailed the epic Bitcoin 2018 collapse says the extreme Bitcoin correction is looming and shares his target. But first, I want to remind you to smash that show more button right below this video in the description for detailed analysis of what's going on in the crypto market. This goes for all 1,200 plus videos right here on my YouTube channel. Also, some very helpful resources for you to plug into, including my crypto merch store live at merch.cryptonewsalerts.net. Also, be sure to smash that subscribe button and ring that bell to help support the channel with the YouTube algorithm. And of course, you can find me on all the major podcasting platforms, from Spotify, home of the Joe Rogan Experience, to Apple's iTunes and Google Play. And if you're listening to the pod, be sure to check out the YouTube channel at cryptonewsalerts.net for the full premium experience with video. And of course, you can follow me on crypto Twitter, Facebook, Telegram, and TikTok. So wherever you're at, be sure to plug in and follow me there. But all right, now let's break down our next story of the day. PwC, a Big Four accounting firm, published its 4th annual Global Crypto Hedge Fund report just last week. It produced together with the Alternative Investment Management Association and Elwood Asset Management, which is now a part of CoinShares. Now, the data in the report comes from a survey conducted in April across a sample of 77 specialist crypto hedge fund managers. PwC explained, adding that their total assets under management were $4.1 billion in 2021. Now, the report includes Bitcoin price predictions. Quoting them here, we gave crypto fund managers the opportunity to contribute their estimates on where the price of Bitcoin and the overall cryptocurrency market capitalization would be on December 31st, 2022. The results showed that while the overall crypto market was quite bearish, managers remained extremely bullish on BTC, the report describes, noting that the median prediction of Bitcoin price being $75,000, as they share here, the majority of predictions were within the $75,000 to $100,000 range, which is 42%, with another 35% predicting that the Bitcoin price will be between $50,000 and $75,000 by the end of 2022. Also like to point out that billionaire venture capitalist Tim Draper is also predicting a $250,000 Bitcoin price before the ends of 2022 or possibly early next year, the latest. Now, John Garvey, PwC, United States Global Financial Services leader, shared the following. The recent collapse of Terra vividly demonstrated the potential risks in digital assets. There will continue to be volatility, but the market is maturing. With that is coming not only from more crypto-focused hedge funds and higher assets under management, but also more traditional funds entering the crypto space. He concluded, PwC PwC also explained that 38% of traditional hedge funds surveyed are currently investing in digital assets compared to 21% just a year ago, and the firm added the number of specialist crypto hedge funds is estimated to now top 300 globally, and furthermore, 46% of crypto hedge funds surveyed revealed that they are involved in crypto staking, while 44% are engaged in lending and 49% are involved in borrowing. So there you have it. Now let's break down our final story of the day. The veteran trader who accurately called Bitcoin's 2018 meltdown is issuing a fresh warning that a severe correction could be looming for the king crypto. Seasoned market analyst Peter Brandt tells his 651,000 Twitter followers Bitcoin must recover its May 31st high of around 32,000 to avoid the risk of a massive capitulation event. As he shares here on crypto Twitter, unless Bitcoin can close above the May 31st high, this chart could become a textbook example of the famed Drano chart pattern. And Tortomista responded, "Purge possible? Indeed, of course. Bitcoin will be fine." Peter Brandt responded, "Agreed completely, Tor. In my opinion, we will not make a new all-time high until early 2024, but by then we'll be in a giant uptrend." And then someone responded, 250,000 by December 2025 may fall a little short. What's the probability? And someone else chimed in, 12,700 is mouth-watering. Not as good as when I was buying at sub 4,000, but after seeing these prices over the past 18 months, this would feel like an absolute steal. Peter Brandt responded, "In my opinion, the support at 19 to 20,000 will be very solid if we get down to that low even." And looking at Brandt's chart, Bitcoin appears to have broken down from a big sideways channel, and his next reliable support on the weekly time frame is around his target at $12,700, which you can see right here in this chart. And at the time of this recording, Bitcoin is currently trading just above 22,500, down about 8% in the past 24 hours, and a move to Brandt's target suggests a downside risk of over 40% for the king crypto. Now, Brandt also says he agrees with the idea that a purge is possible, but over the long term, he still believes that the king crypto will make a fresh all-time high. Quoting him here, "In my opinion, we will not make a new all-time high until early 2024, but by then we will be in a giant uptrend." And the veteran trader is also keeping a close watch on the US dollar currency index, which he says is threatening to take out its long-term resistance at $106. As he shares here, the US dollar would be poised for a big run. If $106 is breached, the chart target would become $119. Now, traders rely on the US dollar index to gauge investor sentiment. A strong US dollar suggests that investors are selling risk on assets like equities and crypto in flight to the safety of the US dollar. So there you have it. Let me know if you agree with Peter Brandt's bearish bottom target of 12,700. Holla at your boy in the comments right down below. And now for a quick recap of what I covered with you here in today's show. Bitcoin price crashes to 20,800 as deadly candles liquidate $1.2 billion. Also in today's show, we discuss is this capitulation as veteran trader Tone Vays calls for a Bitcoin price bottom and shares when. We also discuss the trader who accurately called the Bitcoin plunge below 23,000, updating his crypto forecast, as well as the majority of crypto fund managers surveyed predict Bitcoin can reach $100,000 by year's end, as well as the trader Peter Brandt, who nailed the epic Bitcoin 2018 collapse, says extreme Bitcoin price correction is looming and shared his target of $12,700. Where do you feel the Bitcoin price is likely to go next? Let me know in the comments right down below. Now for the top 3 comments from yesterday's episode. eCoin wrote, "Aloha JV, what a start to the week. Tough times, but who thought the ride would be nice and smooth? Gut check time. Hodl. Cheers, fam. Thanks for tuning in and for your continued support." Exactly. Great point. Expect short-term turbulence if you're seeking long-term, life-changing price action. And our next featured comment comes from BitBud. "Welcome to this morning's edification. 52, 42, 32, 22, 12,000 next. Been saying since last year and hit every price target on the way down. Thanks, JV, for dealing with my short-term bearish views, bro. 2025, we're going to launch. You nailed it, bro. I got to give much respect where respect is due. Hodl." And our third and final featured comment comes from official Leah Jude. "I finally caught the live, bought the dip, heard it likened to catching a falling knife, but whatever. Not like we see discounts on King Crypto like this every day. Love the channel. Cheers, fam. Keep stacking them sats. One love. And to be featured on tomorrow's episode, drop me a comment right down below."